Okay, everyone, the votes are in. And before I read these votes, I just want to say thank you guys so much for doing this, for playing. It's been extremely fun for me to plan this and to watch all of this unfold. So, with that, I will read the votes. First vote, Sean. Second vote, Tucker. Claire. Tucker. Claire. 2 votes Tucker, 2 votes Claire, 1 vote Sean. Tucker, 3 votes Tucker. Claire, 3 votes Tucker, 3 votes Claire. Tucker. That's 4 votes Tucker, 3 votes Claire, 1 vote Sean, 1 vote left. Claire. We have a tie for the winner, which means in this event, the person in third place is going to cast a vote to determine the winner, which means, Sean, you need to vote for either Claire or Tucker to win the title of Sole Survivor. But when you're ready, please message me your decision.
I just want to say it's been an honor playing with you all, and Claire and Tucker, it's been an honor playing with you both.
So with that, the winner of season 1 of Survivor Quarantine Island is Tucker. Congratulations.
What?
I think you played an amazing game, and I know how bad you want this, and I think you totally deserve the title, so.
Claire played the game she wanted to play. She stayed true to herself, and she was never disloyal to anyone, even though I may have betrayed her in the beginning. Sorry, Claire. And she stole our hearts and won my vote.
I felt that Tucker had a better social game, and he won challenges, and I want Tucker.
To me, the decision was very clear. I thought she represented herself greatly in the final tribal, as did all three. But Claire, you've got my vote.
I think in Survivor, the most impressive thing is getting and maintaining momentum. So tonight, my vote goes to Tucker.
My vote tonight will be Sean. Shocking, I know. Game recognized game. I got to give it to him. And congratulations, Sean. I hope you win.
I'm voting for Claire because I wrote her name down many times this season and she managed to escape every time. So I think she deserves this one.
Claire, you're the only person that didn't give me a lecture about how voting Zach out wasn't playing the game the right way. It's important that you played an idol that mattered versus all the other idols that didn't matter. Respect on all of that. You deserve to win.
At the end of the day, I am voting for Tucker. I think it was Tucker who played the best social game. I was impressed by the way that he was able to put everyone at ease. I would be honored to know Tucker as a person, not just as another player in this game.
Wasn't exactly anticipating having to make this decision. They're both deserving in their own way, and if I have to make this decision, I'm going to decide based on who I think I was able to work a little more closely with during the game, and also, frankly, the person who made the better case for their game during this tribal. So, congratulations, Tucker. Bringing you to the end was probably not smart.
So, one more time, congratulations, Tucker. Let's take a look at your Survivor journey.
Win the first immunity challenge.
Tucker will need to name 15 winners. That's 15.
Yours truly gets the winning point for Tagi.
We're 4 votes deep in this game, and not a single person has realized that we're working together or that we're dating. If we can pull off tonight's vote and get rid of the person who we think is causing the most chaos, me and Claire have a genuine shot to make it to the end.
Sixth person voted out, Robert.
I would argue blindsiding the biggest threat in the game is a pretty damn big move.
No one even held a candle to Tucker, so congratulations, Tucker. You have won.
I can pay attention to what's going on. I'm not a blank slate.
Tucker, if you go tonight, are you at peace?
No, I want to win. I can pretty much hold the idol hostage while not using it, but just retaining my final guess.
The person that I am taking with me is Tucker.
To me, and to Survivor Quarantine Island.
Let's fucking go. That's awesome.
That was so cool.
That was good. That was a great edit.
That was awesome.
That's a winner's edit right there. That's a winner's edit.
It's a great winner's edit.
Oh, so Tucker, great game. Are you surprised by this win?
Absolutely. Well, the whole end game, at least at Final Four, shocked me because I thought Claire was going to win. I think Claire deserved to win, and I think she deserved a shot at redemption in season 2.
Also my pleasure to present to you with this giant check for 50. What?
Yes.
What are you going to do with the money?
I mean, it's a lot of money, so I got to think about it, but probably donate it. I don't know.
All right. Well, so let's take a look at the second place person's journey in Claire.
My name is Claire. I'm 24 and I'm from Chicago. Yesterday marked our first idol hunt. I got it.
Shannon, I'd like to play my idol.
Claire, does not count. Claire, does not count. Claire, does not count.
We're 4 votes deep in this game, and not a single person has realized that we're working together or that we're dating.
I'll see if my name gets written down again. If it does, that will mean I will have had my name written down at every single tribal council so far.
She's smart. She's perceptive. She's a threat, for sure.
I think that my only option is to trust Sean and Emily.
Sixth person voted out, Robert.
I have an advantage for the immunity challenge.
But Claire and Ellie both have Christmas. Claire wins. Claire won. House of Cards. Claire has gotten the third spot.
I can win an immunity challenge. I can vote correctly multiple tribals in a row, and I can get to the final 3 and I can win this game.
That's made very well.
That was great.
Claire, are you happy with your game even if you came up 1 vote short?
I am. I mean, honestly, to be completely transparent, Tucker really wanted me to play, and I was like, no way, I'm not going to play. I will fail miserably. I'm going to get voted out first. I'm going to lose an immunity challenge on my birthday, which happened. I was really quite nervous to play this game. So the fact that I, even though I was consistently on the bottom, was still able to make it to final 3 was, I'm really proud of that. I feel like I played a pretty solid game, solid enough to get me here and only lose by 1 vote. So it doesn't feel great losing to my boyfriend, but if I'm going to lose to anyone, I'm glad it was him.
All right. Well, let's round out this final 3 and let's look at all that Sean accomplished throughout the season.
The game, as it were, is afoot. Tagi came through with the win. Tagi with 2 immunity challenge wins in a row.
Hey, Sean, you win immunity.
What's this? What's this you're asking?
Sean, with his second individual immunity win.
I feel like I'm in the driver's seat right now. And that is a great feeling.
Who thinks they are running this game? The most popular answer was Sean.
Survivor gods smiled upon me, and I got the hidden immunity idol. Emily and I are trying to work with Tucker and Claire to get out, preferably Rob.
Sixth person voted out, Robert. Sean guaranteed a spot in the final 3.
I won the most challenges. I was a super strategic player. I was loyal the entire time. I never let myself get in the bottom. And should I be punished for that? I don't think so.
Yes, that's exactly why I voted for him. That is it.
Krista, you look aghast right now.
Great game, but Rob is just full of shit. So I'm just so shocked.
That's my game. This is on brand. This is it. I don't know what you expected.
let's talk a bit with the rest of the cast here. Emily, you worked very closely with all three of these people for the back half of the game. How hard of a vote was this for you tonight?
Honestly, I had it narrowed down to 2 pretty quickly. Sorry, Claire. And that was mostly because most of Claire's moves came before I really knew her. Honestly, of the 2 of them, Tucker, I felt like, God, you had me going with that vote when I was voting Claire. I think that the ability to talk to that many different people, you might not view yourself super extroverted or social, but I always felt super comfortable coming to you with things. And I feel like a lot of people did. And you were able to balance getting to know people who didn't know other people in this game very well. And so it ultimately came down to that.
Eric, for most of the game, the jury was pretty convinced that the NYC 3 was going to take it all the way. What happened?
The decision to take Zach out of the game broke what was already a pretty tenuous bond. I mean, personally, knowing as many people as I knew going into the game, my strategy was to work with Rob really closely and work with my New York friends really closely and see who thrived the most. But ideally, I mean, I didn't really fully appreciate the sensation that Rob would become from an audience perspective. So I felt really confident that if it was me and Rob and another person at the end of the game, everyone would think that Rob is a total clown and that they would listen to the voice of reason that speaks in 5-minute sentences as the clear, logical option. I think all 3 of us used it to our convenience and knew that by the end of the game, people would have hated us if we had made the final 3 together.
Tom, I want to throw it to you and ask this question. You stayed consistently loyal to your Walton allies, it seemed, even when I think you knew that ship was sinking and you were going to be on the wrong side of the votes. Why did you never try to jump off the sinking Walton ship?
I think it was mainly pridefulness. You know, at least like with Rob, I know what sort of fire I'm playing with. I'm at heart an introvert like Tucker, but to Tucker's credit, he like reached out and messaged people. Like, I don't know, throwing his heart into it. I don't know. I didn't engage to that level, and I probably should have.
All right. Well, let's talk about the big rivalry this season, Rob versus Zach. Let's take a look at some of the footage.
There is an ever-growing threat, and it's Zach.
The tyrant Zach and his other cronies.
Quite frankly, he's a despot. He's ruling with an iron fist. He is intimidating people, using the power of his idol to gain influence. He is going to be dealt with swiftly and decisively.
To clarify, Zach, who is not on this tribe and is not in the tribal council.
Yes, yeah.
All the letters that people have been sending me saying how I need to take Zach down, how they're really hoping that I can prevail in this noble cause. It's huge. It keeps me going.
Rob, take your final shot.
Let me think about it. Oh, wait, I already know. It's Zach.
We have to take him down early and without remorse.
If you're asking me about jury management, yeah, I got one. How about Zach? Put him on the jury. I'd love to have Zach on the jury.
Zach, if you think I'm with you, I'm not. And if you think I'm your friend, you're in trouble. So you better watch your back.
There he is. He's on the jury. What do you do now? Where do you go from here?
Well, to be honest, I miss him.
Oh boy, that was great.
Okay, so
That was fantastic.
All right, Zach, have you and Rob been able to make amends since the show, or was there just too much damage done? Too many hurtful things said?
So I thought for the majority of the game that we were actually working together. Usually he would say those things in tribal while texting me and saying, "We're good. It's a smoke show. Don't worry." And I was like, perfect. I get it. And then he actually did vote me out, which didn't make any sense because what was the point of all of that? But yeah, we have since talked. I think being on the jury has bonded us. I mean, we still kind of hate each other. I hate him more now in real life.
Rob, watching that back, are there any regrets for you about things you said and did?
Yeah, no regrets on my end. I thought it was fantastic. Zach, I'm glad that you're a part of it. And quite frankly, it was the time for me to go. When I left, I had no more material. I literally put my whole edit in one basket, and that was Zach. So when we voted you out, like that was it. That was the end of my road. And I really appreciate you being such a good sport about it. Obviously, Zach, we're in the reunion show now. I don't hate you, but I had to pick a target, and you were the most noble, like smart, interesting character out there. So it's like, that's the guy. That's it. I'm just gonna base everything off of this and run with it. And I'm glad that it worked out so beautifully. And if you're wondering why the smoke show and everything else, that was so that you didn't play your idol.
What has the reaction been from fans and people that see you on the street and recognize you?
Yeah, well, it's because of COVID. I haven't been on the streets, but my mailbox has been overflowing. My Instagram followers have given me a lot of support. I've gotten a lot of messages. A side effect is, I have to say, my Bumble has been bumbling. I mean, the swipe rights have gone up in the Florida area. Thank you, shout out. So yeah, I would say just astounding success. And I can't, again, to Colbeck's Coalition out there, thank you for standing with me. Really appreciate your support. Continue to subscribe to the content. I will continue after this. And if you want to do my workout regimen so that you can look buff in numerous NBA jerseys, follow me on every Tuesday and Thursday, and we'll get you there.
Good plug, good plug. All right, well, we've had quite a few showmances on the season that I want to talk about. One of the most shocking might be that I, Jeff, am dating a contestant from this season. It is Phil. Phil, do you think that our showmance is what sunk your game?
I would say it put a target on my back. I don't necessarily know that it sunk me. I would point back to the tribe swap probably being the number one factor there. I think I'd done pretty well in Pagang Gang for life. But, when you get moved to a new tribe, and I think retrospectively, the mistake I made was being too truthful.
Let's check in on some of our other couples. Krista, the fans are dying to know, have you and Zach, has your relationship survived outside of this game?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's great. That's great to hear. And finally, one of the most impressive romantic relationships, due to the fact that they kept it a secret for so long and made it to the end together, Claire and Tucker. Everyone wants to know, are you two still together, even though Tucker won and you came in second?
Well, in the past 20 minutes, we haven't had the time to break up yet. Not saying that will happen. I'm just kidding. I am honestly very proud of Tucker. And, we, like I said earlier, we always said if we're going to get to the end, we wanted to get the end together. We kind of forgot that if we both get to the end, that means one of us might lose to the other, and that's what happened. And I'm very proud of him and the game that he played.
Well, maybe he'll use his $50 to take you on a nice date.
I will. Thank you.
Great idea.
I just want to say, I would not have won. I know we all had relationships that we could go to bounce our paranoia off of. I would not have one if it was not for Claire, because I was up way too late, too often, texting her about the game when she very clearly was no longer interested in talking Survivor. And so that, just having someone put up with my bullshit actually really helped. So I would not have won without her.
Julie, do you think there's any bitterness or resentment among this cast, or do you think everyone was able to make amends and bury the hatchet?
I think everything was Emily's shaking her head. Emily's bitter. I think everybody else, except for maybe Krista, everybody else knows that there were big plays made and they weren't anything to do with personal attacks, but that maybe they were the biggest threat and had to go first.
Okay, well, I have one more official order of business, and that is one more prize to give out. As many of you probably know, Sia is a big fan of the show Survivor and often awards a cash prize to her favorite player. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in touch with Sia about Quarantine Island, which was shocking, but I was able to get in touch with another celebrity who's a huge fan of our show, and that is the two-time Fantasy Survivor winner, Julie Smith, who has seen every episode and has so much enjoyed this season that she really wanted to award her favorite player a little something. So this person had some of her favorite confessionals and overall thought they played a very impressive game. She would like to award them a whopping $20. The winner of the Julie Smith money is Sean. Congratulations.
Yeah, Sean.
Julie, it's an honor. Thank you so much. I will spend it wisely.
In addition to the $20, there's one more thing for you, and that is that she thought that your Pez rant confessional was her favorite moment of the entire series, and therefore would also like to give you this.
No.
Okay, so once again, congratulations to Tucker and to our Sia money winner, Sean. That's a wrap on Survivor Quarantine Island Season 1.
Nice job, Shannon. Nice job.
Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon. This was
Thank you,
so
Shannon.
fun.